Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly plan with me's. It is the last week in March, and so to kick it off, we are going to be doing a spring theme. I just wanted to go ahead and adjust one thing before we really dive in. There we go. Here we are. Okay, how is everyone doing? Happy Monday morning. It is rainy on my end, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and open up our iPad here. Let me just go ahead and add our products in so you guys know what we're working with. Okay, here we go. Hey, Hope. Hey, Hope. How are we today? Do you know what theme you're doing? We are going to be doing spring over here. I just wanted to grab this right here. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab Pinterest for a second up here because I wanted to see some inspiration for a spring theme. So I'm just going to type in spring doodles and see where this takes us, just to give us a better sense of how I usually go about this process. This is how I do that, and I am just going to scroll until things start to speak to me. What are you guys doing for your theme? Let's see. I don't quite want to do bunnies yet. I will do a bunny theme because it's going to be Easter in just a few weeks. And I always love bunnies. I think they're so cute, but these are some cute clip arts to go. I like the rain boots. That's a good vibe. That's the vibe I want to carry into this week. I know it's a little gloomy out where I am today, but cherry blossom. Oh, that's a good theme. I love that. Ooh, okay. Maybe, let me see. Hold on. I'm going to type in cherry blossom here and see where that would take us. Cherry blossom doodle. Oh, see, I love this type of how-to also. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Let's see. You know what? I'm just also going to download this one for us just to be safe because I like having as much inspo as we can rather than just one picture. I'm these are so cute. The rose. Oh, the little goose. Oh, I'm not going to be drawing. Oh, maybe I'll draw a goose. Wait, I am obsessed with that. Pastel spray. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's what we're doing. Great. Also, look at this little setup I have for the iPad. I really like this layout. It's everything we need all at once, which is exactly what I want here. But first, before we dive into the doodles of it all, we're going to go ahead and start off with our goal planning here. So in this top left corner, in the Define Planner, we have you do this week's pathway focus. I'm just going to move that over there. And for this week, I'm going to carry over career. And the reason I like to carry it over is to really build that consistency over time. So I'm focusing this month on that part. You'll see here, if we flip back to March's monthly spread, just so you guys know exactly where I'm pulling things from. We had our umbrella goal as create more freely. We did have someone on here who was asking me about how this planner would relate for them as a content creator. And so this was the inspiration for this month's goal. So our umbrella goal, which is our overall goal, is to create more freely. And our monthly action item, which is going to help us complete this goal, is post more. Hey, Spooky. Hey, Gina. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, you guys. How are you? How was everyone's weekend? And so then, just so we are all still on the same page, flipping to last week, you can see that I had post more as an example. And what is something you could do on a weekly basis to help you reach this goal? Well, you could post one video daily. So that is a great example of how this goal planning system can be incorporated over time to build that consistency, to increase your likelihood of reaching your goals. So let's go ahead and start up here, this week's pathway focus. I'm going to do, oh, thank you, Kristen. that is truly why I use this planner. Kristen said you are so creative, and that is what this planner is for. I use it as my creative freedom and productivity tracker. I'm thinking of using the purple, as well as we're going to do a little more pastel color scheme this week. So really focusing on grabbing those zebra mild liners that are in the pastel packet, which include some blues. And those are the three I'm going to start with. Hey, Teddy. And a little, I feel like I need one more to wrap this up. So I'm going to look for a light pink in my mild liner box here. You'll see I have this little storage thing that really is helpful. Where's that pastel pink at? Right here. I think this is pastel, as we're going to get. Okay. So again, we're going to take that career, and I'm thinking we do it with the purple. So everything that's in purple will be career related for our goals. So I'm just going to write in career. I'm trying to think if I want to add a doodle in here or not yet. I'm thinking no for this little box. But I am going to just go like this because I love purple. It's such a pretty color. Okay. Also, you guys, I just want to take a moment too and tell you that this is our Defined Planner. We are a small women-owned business, and we are specializing in products designed to help you navigate each day with purpose. I do these on a weekly basis. This is our Monday morning Define Planner Plan With Me session. And our theme this week is spring. So grabbing this purple Stabilo pen, I'm going to go ahead and write career right here. Okay. So that way when I pull out my planner, good morning, Jelena. How are you? I'm going to go ahead and then take this one step further. So what we have to do down here is you see how this says break down your monthly action items into weekly action items? We are going to carry over our monthly action item. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Jelena. I really appreciate it. Our monthly action item is post more, okay? And you can have it be the same weekly action item. Maybe you try to increase the amount of posts you're doing. This is just an example of how you could go about a career pathway focus on a monthly basis, okay? So carrying over that goal of posting more. And for this, I'm trying to decide if I just want to do a line. I think I do, and then I'll do doodles around it. I just want to take a moment, just think for a second. That's what I usually do, is trying to picture how I want this to come to fruition. So I actually think maybe I do just the line for the goals, and then we take like a little umbrella and rain boots and do that in the corner. So this will be a little different. So we're going to say our monthly action item, we're just going to do right here, post more. And then this will say post one video daily. We're going to keep that up to build that consistency. Hey, Kat, how are you? So we're going to grab that Stabilo one more time. And we're going to write the same monthly action item to build that consistency. And then I like to draw a little arrow to break it down. And it just symbolizes that this monthly action item is going to be broken down into a specific weekly action item. You're excited for April? Oh, do you have anything coming up, or are you just excited for the spring? 'Cause I can get on that wavelength. Oh. Amazing. Spring, yes. Oh, okay. I'll have to take a look at those. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this warm weather. Okay, I'm going to keep this out. I'm not sure when I'll use it next, but for right now, I want to switch over to a little doodle because this is how I go about adding that creativity to our planner. So I'm liking this closed umbrella right here. Okay, so I am going to grab my favorite black pen ever that I use for all of our doodles. It's this Sharpie pen right here. And I'm just going to draw the umbrella and then color it in. So first, I will start with the base of it. And so we're just going to draw, it's almost like an upside down triangle. Hey, Cindy, how are you? I'm so excited to see you on here. It's been a while. What's new? How are the kiddos? Okay, so we're going to draw that. And then I'm going to do the other side like this. And you want it to kind of come together, but not as a triangle, direct connection right here, okay? You'll see why in a second. In that seconds right now, we're going to go like this. And then grab that little, I don't know what you call this part of an umbrella, but the little end. Oh, you changed jobs. That's so exciting. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, I love that. Can I ask to what? And I'm also doing well. I am excited for spring and this warm weather. I cannot wait, to be honest. We're drawing this part here. Whatever, the tip of the umbrella, the pointy part. This is what connects the ribs. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Congratulations, Cindy. I'm so excited for you. Oh, that's a huge step. You can be really proud of yourself. The next thing I also wanted to do was take a moment and see, okay. Hey, Emily, thank you. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3, and then we'll draw the lines, okay? So just like visualizing it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but 1, 2, and 3-ish, okay? Now I'm trying to see, because you can see here it's a little over, but I think that's going to be okay. We're just going to make it work, you know? And then we're going to go like that and that. And then we're going to draw the handle. So we're going to draw a thinner rectangle coming out of here. And then we're going to draw a thicker handle coming out from above. Just like that. That's it. That's all you need for that umbrella. And then, Spooky, what colors are you doing this week? We're going to let that dry for just a moment. Honestly, it probably is dry. I wanted to draw a rainbow next. I'm trying to decide how I want to space it out though, because I'm thinking of doing one like this. Purple and black. Oh, love. I love purple. So we are going to carry, let's see. Keeping this in mind, I think it'll work. We're going to make it work. So we're going to probably go into the next week's box a little bit over here, and that's okay. Yes, I hope you can too, Sydney. Have such a great day. I'm so excited for you in this new job. I am so glad you popped on today. I'll talk to you again soon. Hey, Alicia. Thank you. Okay, so carrying the top of the boot like that, it's just a straight line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to carry this just like so. And then back. And then for the little ankle part here, we're just going to have it indent just a tad and carry it over there. I'm going to use this as the bottom. So we're going to round that just a little bit and then carry it over like so. Perfect. My Spooky said, my last week's theme was very colorful, so needed to bring it back down. You know, every week has its own vibe. And so I feel that a lot. It's like you got to find that balance. Some weeks we're feeling colorful. Some we're feeling a little soft. Okay, that's going to be our rainbow. And then I do want to draw a couple flowers coming out of it, as well as having a little stripe here. I liked that part of it. And I think it'll look like rainbows once it really has that color aspect too. So we're going to do that. And then for the flowers, we're going to have this we're going to keep these as simple ones. So we'll draw the circle here. And just like so. Okay, and then we're gonna carry over this here. We're gonna have a leaf coming off of this second flower, so it'll go into that a little bit with that. Perfect. And then we're gonna finish with one more flower here. But this one's gonna have the full line, so let's draw a circle here. That's it. Sometimes the best way to go about your drawing is to just keep it a little more simple depending on the space you're working with, and it comes out however it comes out. Trust the process. So let's grab our brown zebra mild liner, and we're going to do that as the bottom of the boot. And the drawing had the boot as yellow, but I don't want to do it as yellow. I wanted to do it as, I am thinking actually to do it blue. I just wanted to take a moment to consider my options. Blue or orange? No, not orange. Let's go blue, because then the flowers are going to be colorful. So we're going to keep this as blue. And this we're going to keep as the pastel blue, but I want the umbrella to be a bright blue. So for the umbrella, we're going to go ahead and grab this blue right here. And we're just going to do the edges. The middle will be white. And we're going to have the handle be a little bit of a different blue. It's going to be the, what color is this to be exact? Don't know. It's going to be, let's go with this one actually. What is this? We're going to go with this colored zebra mild liner. And that's going to be the handle. Okay. And then we'll go back over to the flowers and finish coloring those in. Now those I'm going to make to be pink and yellow. Add a little color, and then we'll add the leaves, which will be green. So let's make the bigger flower be the bright pink. And then we're going to grab this is the green Zebra Click Art pen from the same brand, Zebra. And we're going to color in the leaves right here. Okay. Lastly, we're going to do this to be the yellow flower. So this is the Sherbet Yellow Mild Liner. And I'm just going to leave the circles to be white. Okay, perfect. That's how we're going to leave it for now, because I want to start diving into the actual planning portion. So first, let's add in, I like to add in that we're doing the book club this Thursday, you guys. Okay, the wedding people. Hey, Caitlin, thank you. This week, we will be discussing The Wedding People, which is our Under the Umbrella pick for March. Yes, I know. Spooky's like, this seems familiar. You're right. And for this, I'm trying to think of the doodle that would kind of go well with it. That would give, oh, me too, Kat. Oh, hey, shoe lover. I actually think it'd be really cute, call me crazy, to do this little goose right over here. But I can't decide if, do I want this to be the goose? Yeah, we're going to do that. So I know I said we're going to be adding in the schedule, but I also have to take into account the fact that I do want a goose, because I think it's adorable and goes really well with the spring theme. Wait, let me see one thing for a sec. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to save the goose for next week, because I want these goose to have their own special theme, and I want to focus on spring right now. Oh, I know. A goose will be so cute. I'm going back and forth. This is like a part of the long-term thinking that we have to take into factor in is, do we want to save a goose for next week? No, why am I saving it? Let's just do it. Hey, Megan, how are you? Let's add this goose in right over here. Because who says that we can't do more than one? Maybe next week we have another goose. Who knows? So for the goose, which is going to be a little trickier, I'm going to start with the body, and we're going to have it just go over here. Taking into account that I want... Wait, Spooky, I think the first part got cut off. All I'm seeing is and do all the geeses next week. Oh, should I wait? Maybe that's a good idea. Okay, we're just going to pause on the goose idea. Because I'm not committed. I'm thinking we wait. So instead, we're going to do a flag down here. We're going to do this little flag, and it's going to be really cute. So this is going to be announcing the wedding people. Oh, not geese both week. Okay. You guys have spoken. We're going to do it. Sorry for the... I needed to know where the people stand. Let's go back to it. Okay, so going back. This will be a little feathered thing. One, two, three. So kind of just taking a look at the picture I'm referencing. You'll see that this is like the feather. This is going to carry over up here. Little tail. That's why we always do things in pencil. Not always, but for drawings like this that are a little more complicated, I always go in and I just use a mechanical pencil. I don't like normal pencils. They just don't work for me. What's funny is I feel like I only use pencils nowadays just for the drawing because I always write in our notebooks and honestly throughout all of this with only pens. Like, I just love a pen. Okay, so we're going to draw this. So you'll see here that there is a bow. But for first, we're just going to pretend like it's not there. Okay, so we're going to pretend like the bow is not there for the moment just to get a better outline of a neck and stuff. But that's a really thin neck, so... Same concept with the sunglasses. We'll draw a little beak here. That might be too long of a beak, but we'll see. Little too long of a beak. Hey, Melissa. How are you? Okay, so just like that. It'll come together. Trust the process here. So we're going to take... this little beak will go like that. Perfect. And then just like that. Hey, Sissy. Thank you. Welcome. And then we're going to let's draw the bow next, actually. We're going to switch it over. So over here, we'll go like this. Oh, you're good, Melissa? Good. I love to hear that. I'm also good. You know, this is my favorite time of the week, to be totally honest. I love it. And so I'm always good on here. Like, okay, and then we're going to bring this down here. That's a cute little ribbon or bow. I'm not sure how we're going to do the sunglasses, so I wanted to take a look at that before I go over it all, because that's really important, is to take into account, okay, what has to get done before I go over it with Sharpie. So let's start with one over here, because this will be the first sunglasses, and this will have a little flower around it. It's looking like a bonnet at the moment. Okay, this has a really big sunglasses, but that's okay. My garden is going, so it helps the depression funk. Oh, wait, did you say what you were growing in there? Do you mind repeating it if you have? I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. If I want to draw, yeah, we're going to draw the circle here. What's nice about drawing something like a goose with sunglasses is that it doesn't really matter. Ooh, Spooky's adding no doom scrolling and getting sun to her daily habits. Perfect. That is such a good idea too, because that doom scrolling really takes away or really affects that mental health part. So that's huge. I'm really proud of you for doing that. That's amazing. Because that's hard, honestly. Wait, purple and yellow potatoes? That's purple and yellow tomatoes. Oh my gosh, what are words? Yellow and purple potatoes. That's amazing. that's a great way to like get outside, get that vitamin D that we all need. Oh, thank you, Spooky, too, for liking the goose. It's cute. We'll see where it takes us, you know? I've never done a goose before, so it's taken a little bit. You know, we got to try something new, but I thought it would be really cute because it's going to be like book club coming out of here and like little, I'm going to draw it in like an egg, which I thought would be so cute. Okay, wait, boots. The boots I'm not going to make too crazy. Let's just go like that. And then, Spooky, do you then add those two, have adding the no doom scrolling and getting the sun, how do you write that in your daily routine tracker? Is it literally get sun or? And yes, so the calendar from the inside is, so this is our weekly calendar, okay? But let me just start by showing you the monthly setup. So on a monthly basis, you are going to have, thank you for the follow, you will have these amazing accountability trackers before every month, okay? So what's great about these is these help you focus on different parts of your life. So word of the month, birthdays to celebrate, because there are so many to keep track of. There's books to read, there's movies and TV shows to watch, podcasts, there's a fitness tracker, a water tracker, daily routine, mood, budgeting, and favorite moments. And then on a monthly basis, you're going to have space for your goal breakdown, because in section 1, we have our unique goal planning system where you really set up those long-term goals. And then we have you break them down on a monthly and weekly basis. You'll also find that this is a Sunday start planner with holidays and full moons on both a monthly and weekly basis. There's gratitude, inspirational words, there's people to contact, places to visit, reminders, important tasks, and concepts to learn. And honestly, my favorite part with this is that, yes, you are getting a planner, but you are also getting this amazing community. We do so many lives on here setting these up together, just like you're seeing here. Hey, Stanley. We do a once a month book club under the Umbrella Book Club, where every other month we have a small woman author on TikTok join us to discuss their book. So you're really getting so much more than just a planner. You're getting a full accountability section. You're getting journaling prompts. You're getting so much in here. Hey, Megan, thank you. You'll get every day is morning, afternoon, and evening boxes. Again, 120 GSM bleed-proof bright white paper. There's a quote. Every week it's different. Positive affirmation box, a to-do list, projects, work reminders, personal reminders, and meal planning. Monthly reflections come at the end of every month. There's note pages in the back and an interior back pocket. So right now we have available, we have our 2025 one, which is January 2025 all the way to December. And then we also have it available in softbound and double gold spiral. And we also have an undated planner available as well, which has the exact same layout, just no dates. So, Asia, I hope that helps. If there's anything else too that you would like to see, just let me know. Anything I could help answer. That is what I'm here for. And then this is going to be the only goose I'm drawing in this theme. We'll really do a different goose theme, but I wanted to try it this week to just start us and see how it goes. And so taking that, and then the head will go like that. And then we'll connect it there. Perfect. This looks a little more like a tongue than a beak, but we'll color it orange. So how would they know the difference? Perfect. And then I actually want to adjust this a little bit because I didn't really want to have to do the body there. So we're just going to carry that over. And then the feathers. What I wanted to do, what I like too with the geese is that you don't have to color it in. Like you can just leave it. We'll color in like the sunglasses. I might add in a little gray, but we'll come back to that. I want to keep going with the actual planner setup. Just to give it a minute to see. Perfect. Okay. So we're just going to put the cover like, I'm going to grab it in a second. You know, for a first time goose, I think it's fine. I'm okay with it. I just wanted to connect this a little bit more. There we go. Oh, thanks, Spooky. Appreciate you. And let's just add in down there. Little goose legs. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to let this be for just a moment. I'm also going to add in on the boots. In the image they did lines. I kind of want to do flowers instead. That's how you can see a picture, draw it, and like really make it your own, is like little elements like that. Okay, just to start. And then we're going to add in what I'm really excited for is book club this week. And for that, we're going to do it in a little egg because it'll be really cute seeing it over here. And so... No, oh my gosh, who am I kidding, you guys? This is the perfect opportunity. I need to draw an umbrella. I saw an open one. I have to draw an open umbrella. Who are we kidding? For Under the Umbrella Book Club. Yes. So we're going to do this where the umbrella is actually up here. We'll probably still draw a little egg down here, but we're going to do... Because Under the Umbrella Book Club will go here. So let's draw the umbrella up here. I'm going to do this one a little differently than we did the laying down one, just because for this, these are the ribs of the umbrella, and that's going to be more important to have. Perfect. Okay. And then we're just going to connect to these points right here of the ribs. And that'll be that one. Perfect. Let's just go over it now with the black Sharpie pen. And then, cool. And then I'm just going to color in this black because that is the color I wanted it. So then we'll just go over, oop, I knew that was going to happen. Lightly erase. I usually don't have the problem when I go over like lines and stuff. The only thing was I did it really a little too soon over the black colored in. So that will smudge a little bit just so you all know on your end. But it's really not that bad, so I'm not that worried. We're just going to fix it by going like that. Perfect. And then we're just going to go like this and have this be a thin rectangle. And then again, the handle. Cool. So then what I want to do is I want this to stand out. I want the text to be really poppy and vibrant to contrast the pastel theme that we're going to have because I'm so excited for this. So for that, we are going to, taking a look at all of our mild liner options, I am actually thinking we go with a bright yellow. So this is the Lemon Yellow Zebra Mild Liner. Oh, sorry, too close to the camera. There we go. And so this is what we're going to use to write Under the Umbrella Book Club, The Wedding People. Guys, if you have read or are interested in reading The Wedding People, this Thursday, we are going to be having Under the Umbrella Book Club. Natasha says a couple raindrops. Most likely, yes. I just want to make sure that we have this written in first. And then I'll totally add some raindrops because why not? Fabulous idea. So under, and we're going to have it actually just go over the umbrella. So that's why I'm not coloring it in yet. And first, I'm trying to decide what color I want to go over it with. If the black is the way to go or not. I'm trying to find what else I could do. I am thinking, because if we have some blue raindrops with it, I am actually thinking that this is going to be a good color choice. Let's go with a... No, black's going to be the way to go. It's going to pop the most in the end. So let's grab that just to make sure things are fitting. And then, oh, thank you. You're obsessed with my goose. Honestly, I am too. What should we name it? Goose. Under the umbrella. And then we're going to write book club. And then, to really make a little difference, she looks like a Betty. Okay, Betty the goose. We're going to highlight in, I'm going to grab the yellow click art. Oh my gosh. The Wedding People. We have an event made for this, so guys, make sure you are registered. Oh, Hope I can't, oh, sorry. Hope I missed your comment. I've been out of the loop. What book are you reading? Yes, we are reading The Wedding People. Okay, such a good book. Thanks, Natasha. Now we're going to go ahead and just add in maybe some little raindrops, see where that takes us. Okay. Perfect. And this is going to be this Thursday. I should write the time. 8 o'clock Eastern. Cool. A little chaotic with the umbrella behind it, but it works. And I'm going to keep to just like blend the chaos a little less or more, whatever. We're going to just color this in pastel blue here to go well with this one, but not the exact same. Okay. And then I'm just going to go in the back and do this for the handle. Cool. And we're just going to keep that white because that works. Perfect. Now let's just go ahead and finish up the goose and then we'll move on. For this, just to give it a little something on the body, we're going to go in with just a little gray. I could do an egg for today's plan with me. Yes, I could. Totally. I just wanted to go back to the goose for a second. Okay. I like that the goose is going to be white. The beak will be a little orange. And then let's do the sunglasses, this cute pink. Can never go wrong with pink for the sunglasses. And we'll color them in a dark gray. And you guys, as I'm going through this, of course, if there's any questions about our planners, about what I'm doing, just let me know. Anything that you would like to know, just let me know. Okay, and we're gonna have the bow match the sunnies. Perfect. And then we'll just do the boots, and that will be it for the for the goose. Just to make sure that we don't mess up the detail, we're just gonna do grabbing the Staedtler yellow pen. Sorry, the light's reflecting, but that is a Staedtler yellow pen. We're gonna color in the flowers, and then we'll do the boots purple. Okay, so yellow there, boots purple. And for that, we can just grab this mild liner. Once again, same one we used for the career. And then the last step, I'm just going to color the legs a little, like, I'm actually thinking of grabbing the, we're going to grab this one. I don't quite know, because I wanted it to be like an orangey brown, and I don't have a mild liner for that. So we're going to grab this Staedtler one. There's no color on it, but it is, that's what it looks like. And that's literally the color I wanted. So that's perfect. Amazing. That's Betty the Goose. Next, we're going to go in and start with a positive affirmation, and then we'll get into the calendar once again. But for the, hey Echo, for the positive affirmation, I just wanted to show you what I did last week, because I channeled that all week. And it says, I create freely and abundantly. And I really liked that one. So I was actually thinking about carrying it over again, because it really aligns with what we want to accomplish. And it's such a great phrase, positive affirmation to tell ourselves when we are feeling a little stuck. So I would like to actually carry it over. I don't always do this. We usually like to mix it up, but I also wanted to show that it is okay to carry over a positive affirmation that's really helping you and resonating with you. So for this, we're going to grab the, I'm thinking we stick with the purple here. And so we are going to carry it over. I create freely and abundantly. What is everyone's positive affirmation this week? So I also recommend checking out our red for an instruction on the goal planning. I find that that's such a helpful way to really learn about the process and how to go about it. Is there anything in particular you are struggling with or that you want some help with? Abundantly. Okay. Now the next thing to do is carry over our to-dos or add in new ones. So for this, I always use a red Pilot G2 pen. This is because of the color theory that red has with a sense of urgency. This is how you're going to recognize your top tasks. Okay, I would recommend for Jelena too. So of course, aside from watching our red videos, is to start in a way that makes sense for you. So we have the welcome guide at the beginning of the planner to really help you understand, and you want to start with the beginning, okay? And then, let me just go ahead and grab. Okay, so this is going to walk you through the goal planning process, which is really helpful. And taking your time with the beginning and just connecting with yourself to better understand your core values, and ultimately setting up those long-term goals. And then when it comes to a monthly and weekly basis, start with whatever you feel you need to focus on. So what I mean by that is maybe the first month you don't focus on every single tracker. You really focus on, okay, well, we know that this week we are focusing on our daily routine. So start with your daily routine tracker. You don't have to fill out every tracker at first if that's something that's overwhelming you. You can start with one and build on month after month. Filling in the essentials on a monthly basis. Seeing what you're grateful for as well. Taking those important tasks as those top to-do items for the month. So things that cannot get carried over, you need to finish them. And then, of course, adding in any plans you have. So really to take that overwhelming feeling out of it is to step back and see, okay, let's start with the essentials. What big items have to get done? What deadlines do I have? And on a weekly basis, tapping into that approach and saying, okay, so what to-dos need to get done? And really just focusing on one thing at a time. So, okay, if I'm looking at my to-dos, I'm not thinking about my meal planning. I'm really thinking, okay, how can I fill out my to-do list? And then you can see, let's look at that monthly spread. Let's see what I have going on this week. What needs to be carried over? And really trying to take a deep breath and not focusing on how it looks, just in terms of focusing on how it can serve you. Does that make sense? Does that help you? Okay. I find that sometimes when we feel overwhelmed by things, it's because we're trying to look too much at a big picture, when if we just tap into focusing on one section at a time can help us all to just take a deep breath and lean into the process. And when I'm looking at the to-dos, I look at them as things that have to get done this week. We cannot carry them over. So for that, it's also important to reference your monthly spread and see, okay, well, what important tasks do I have left to work on? I'm excited because I finished my Diamond Art Kit, so I get to check that off. I also want to take a look at the Thanks Chiffon, the spring cleaning. I haven't done that yet, so you know what? I'm going to add that to my personal reminders. I'm sorry, I meant to add those to my to-do list because that is on my important tasks, and I don't want to have to drag that out month after month. I want to make sure that I'm finishing that up. So let's add spring cleaning to our to-do list. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have to do? I think that that's it for our important tasks, and really our reminders are all set. And so in terms of that, great, we can check that off the list. So for the rest of our to-dos, it's important to flip back week to week to see what got done. If ideally at the end of the week, you are done your to-do list, okay? And in this case, I am. So what we're going to do is take a look at our work reminders and our personal reminders. I have not done these things in my personal reminders, so still with the Pilot G2 pen, I am going to look at this and say, is there anything I can just get done this week instead of carrying it over week after week? And the answer is yes. I can order my photos. And I carried over spring cleaning. So we see how week after week we are really adjusting that to-do list by getting it done, and then shifting what our to-dos are by taking those personal reminders and seeing now that we have that time to work on them because we finished the other to-dos, we can make time for our reminders. I hope that makes sense. But for instance, order ski goggles. That I'm not going to get done this week because I want to wait a little bit longer. But another to-do I really wanted to do this week was I wanted to get a pair of rollerblades. So I'm going to add that in because I don't want to forget. Okay. And that is how you start off that to-do list. I did not mean to write that in red. That's unfortunate, but I did. So there's nothing we can do about that. Carryover bothers me, but it seems to happen every week. Any tips? Great question. The carryover is tricky because certain tasks are going to require a longer amount of time. And with those, with the ones that are really longer and unable to be completed in a week, we have to just kind of accept that. But in terms of those to-dos that are, for instance, if I did not figure out, okay, let me prep for book club, and I was to carry that over. Instead of carrying it over, let's schedule in time to get them done. Because I think the carryover happens when we don't have time, we don't plan time to complete it. For myself, I know that if I don't schedule it in, am I going to get it done? Probably not. So taking, for instance, I'll do an example right now. I do not want to have to carry over the order photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule in time that I know I have to just press the order now button, okay? The other tip I have is if it is something that can get done in under 5 minutes, just do it, okay? Get it done as soon as possible. And then you can just cross it off and you're done. Those are honestly my top 2 tips with how to prevent the carryover as much as we can, because things always come up and I know it's so frustrating having to constantly carry things over. So being able to manage when it feels more acceptable to carry it over versus when we really need to pay a little more attention to it. But I also love that question, so I really like that question. Absolutely. I hope that helps. And for instance, like for order photos, I'm going to keep our to-dos as I want to schedule them in as red, because that way when I see it in my planner, I'm seeing that connection. And so down here, I know tonight I'm going to have a little free time. I'm just going to check off order photos because that will require a little bit more time than something like just picking up a prescription, right? That would take a certain dedicated amount of time. If it's 20 minutes away, count for the drive back, you'll need about an hour. So in this case, I know too that I'll probably need about an hour and a half. So I'm going to block off time after dinner to sit down and get that done. And the other tip in terms of how to plan out ahead of time is you have to know yourself a little bit. So I know that once I order photos, I'm not going to want to be looking at my screen after that. So I probably won't order rollerblades tonight. I won't be doing research into that. That is something that could be done Wednesday. Okay. So I'm going to actually do that same thing. And we're going to do that with the red pen once again. And we're going to have it be rollerblades. I'm just going to write that up here. And spring cleaning, the bane of our existence. For that, we probably don't need it to be in red because we're going to have to do that, I would say, Saturday. Yes, also that Green says that's smart too. Instead of just having it on that weekly to-dos, scheduling it in your weeklies in the same color. That makes such a difference. So actually, now that you say that, we're going to keep that red. And I know Saturday morning, I want to get that spring cleaning done. And the reason that this also helps is because now when we look at this, we're not just looking at a to-do list of these to-dos where we're thinking, okay, that's my to-do for the week. I'll get it done. The question has to be, when am I getting it done? So now you look at your planner and you see, okay, these to-dos have a time and have a specific way I'm going to carry them out. So carrying them out instead of carrying them over. Yes. And mistakes do happen. I did not mean to put these in red down here. And there's really nothing I'm going to do with that. So instead, we're just going to shift the color of the rest of the list. So for instance, you could grab a blue. And also cleaning the car. That I consider not spring cleaning. I don't know why. In my head, they just are different. The key too with the color coding is that you don't want to have, like here I have purple really for that work. I don't want my work reminders though to also be purple. I want them to be a different color. That is how I go about my color coding. So you'll see red is for those urgent. I need to get them done because I don't want them on my schedule anymore. Blue, light blue, this Stabilo pen will be for your personal reminders. And for just those longer term work reminders, because they're not something that have to get scheduled in right now, we're just going to keep this mintish color. And so that will be the lunch and learn and a proposal thing. And also the deck. Perfect. So those are really now the colors that we're working with to keep that color coding consistent. I don't actually think I have any. I do have the photo album, so we'll keep that. And let's do that in the blue as well, because this is really more of a personal task, a project that I'll work on, but I have to order the photos and the scrapbook in order to do that. So photo album. And a new craft. I want to see what I want to work on next. Oh, that reminds me. I actually have to order a frame. We're going to take that though. See, thinking about it, I almost wrote in my personal reminder, but if I do that, I know I'll carry it over. So instead, we're going to grab that red Pilot G2 pen and write it in here. Okay, perfect. Now let's add in what we're doing right now, which is our live. And we're going to do it with the little flowers here. Perfect. And then we're going to color in the egg to be this light purple. And then for this live, I want it to match the yellow that we used for the book club, so I'm going to have it be up here. Perfect. And then, what was I was going to say? Oh, and then I also like to go back and write what I did on Sunday. So I actually saw Snow White, which was very interesting. For that, I'm thinking of doing the pink. Now, do I want pink? I don't know if I'm vibing with this pink. It was okay. It was fine. I don't have any strong opinions. I just didn't love it. It was what it was, you know. It was like, I don't know. I'm not a big Disney princess movie fan. But it was fun to go see a movie, you know. I like seeing those types of movies too, because like when all that drama is going on behind the scenes and people are talking about it, I like know what they're talking about. I'm going to grab also, I don't know. Sometimes I just go to the movies for experience and the popcorn. You know, yes. Well, in this case, we were going with my friend's niece who's like 5, so it made more sense, but and I also like to write like how I felt about it. It was okay. The popcorn was good though, I will say. The popcorn was yummy. And then I also wanted to write that I watched one episode of the new Formula One series or season. As well as Southern Charm and Summer House. So it was really a good catch-up night. It's a little, I feel like it's a little, the color, Jessica, where did you get the pen? You can just get these wherever you shop. This is the Stabilo pen. And I'm also using a combination of different Zebra products, but this is the Stabilo 0.88 neon pen. And then I'm going to write in the Monday afternoon box. I always like to leave a to-do list here. And for this, absolutely, Jessica. For this, we're going to do a little set of rain boots here, and then we'll just have the to-do list. So for this, similar to basically what we did on the other corner. And then we're going to have the other pair a little bit behind it. So for that, we're going to actually start by doing this. So this gives us a cute little pair of rain boots. Rain boots are so uncomfortable. I don't know why. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to do, I think we're going to make these ones be polka dots because I feel like that would be really cute. Little polka dot ones. Like, that's so cute. Okay. And then the color of these, we're actually going to do pink. Thanks, Grains. Grains, are you doing a theme? I wanted to ask you, do you do themes or do you really focus on like color coding and time blocking and things like that? And again, I also encourage you guys, I would love it if you went ahead and sent me your weekly plan with me spreads. I love being able to share them with everyone. It's truly so amazing and really inspirational. So you can go ahead and send me them on IG because you can send direct photos there. Oh, I wanted to color in. We're going to do the insides this salmon color. And then the polka dots will be yellow. You do, color themes with our stickers. Amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't wait then for the color restock. Oh. Okay. There we go. And for these, I'm going to outline them with the gray. And here we're going to do to do. And what I do with this is where I really schedule in everything for work throughout the week. So I always go ahead and once I do the to-do list, I add in any meetings I have, any pre-planned work activities. I use the same color and I go ahead and add that in next. As I go through this, or as we go throughout the week, I add in my top work action items here. And that helps me make sure, okay, this to-do list over here is really what I have to do in my personal time. I have to schedule those in somehow. But this here is what needs to get done work related. And I like having that separation. I find that that's the way my brain works best, is to keep them in different types of lists. You'll see, like, similar to how we have work reminders and personal reminders. It's the same idea. So for this to-do list, we're going to do little raindrops. And so whenever we're done that item, we'll color it in. And I usually like to keep this as like my top 3 tasks. If another one comes up, I'll of course add that in, but I like to start with 3 to keep it a little more realistic, because otherwise when it comes to the end of the week, we're seeing a to-do list that isn't complete, and that's not the feeling I want to get, because of course there will always be some tasks that aren't completed, but ultimately we want to view this as what did I get done this week, not what did I not get done. I find that that really helps to encourage that positive self-talk and really recognizing what went well and also noticing what maybe we can improve upon. So next, let's add in any work-related tasks. And for these, you'll see here that I did the red. Good morning, Tina. I added in the red top to-dos with this red Pilot G2 pen. So to differentiate a little bit, we're going to just highlight. So this is, I'm not sure, there's not a specific color on this one, but it is a little red-orange. And so we're going to add in any meetings, deadlines, things like that for work. And this just helps us see the difference between work tasks and personal tasks, even though they're both just as important in this instance. Okay. I'll put that one to the side so I don't use it again. And we're going to go ahead and grab this black Sharpie pen. And then okay, so then what we can do is plan some plan these action items around these preoccupied schedules. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and for that, because it is still work, but it's a little more, it's less like deadlines, you have to be someplace at some time. We're going to do a different color and we're going to go ahead and actually do the blue. I like that connection. So grabbing, this is it's called Soda Blue. Zebra mild liner once again. We're just going to block off the time here. So first we know, and I'm going to use actually this blue pen too, because I think it's a little fun and different. And so we're going to go ahead and write out how we can schedule in all of these action items. So oops, sorry. Okay. Perfect. I don't have any other plans set up yet, so I want to stick with this, and I want to just add in some more spring doodles and add a little flair to it, if you want to call it. And so I want to add a birdhouse. So we're going to add in this little doodle right here with the ladybug. But I'm not going to do the flower on the birdhouse. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love the setup. Oh, this one's cute. It's a little less, I feel like I was really trying to focus on the time of it all. So I didn't focus on adding the doodles in, except for, of course, here. And just like little ways. And now at the end, we have some space to go in and do that. And so we're just gonna, and then we're gonna connect with this triangle here. We're gonna extend that line down. And I'm gonna make this top a little rounded, so just like that. And then we're gonna, just like that. And that is that cute little birdhouse. And we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little door here. I don't know, just would like a little door with, like, this would be where like the comes out, whatever. And I'm gonna color this in a tannish with brown. So this is, to be exact, this is it's beige. So this is the beige color. We're just gonna go in here. I'm actually gonna use the bold end for this. Perfect. And then I'm gonna take a darker brown and do that for the rest. And then we're going to just outline it once again in the gray to add a little pop. Perfect. So cute. Okay. And I think, what else do I want to add? Let's add a ladybug down here. And so for this, we're going to draw a circle. Okay, and then we're going to do a little triangle like a pizza slice. And then we're going to do a little head up here. And we're just going to color that one in black. And then we're going to do the little antennas. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do the black spots like so. And then I'm going to grab a red. We're just going to color that all in. And instead of just doing the, thanks Tony, I don't really want to color in this black, so we're just going to take a deeper gray. Perfect. Oh. And that is how I want to set up our weekly plan with me. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We do this every week, every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We do a different theme each week. And this week was a little spring theme, just more spring elements, you know, adding a little color. So thank you guys so much. Yes, you too, Spooky. Have such a great day. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tiff. Yeah, you can add as much as you want to these. And again, every week we do this. This week we also have the Under the Umbrella Book Club. We will be meeting this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we will be discussing The Wedding People. So make sure you register for that. The event is made in our bio. We meet here on TikTok Live. So I will talk to you guys all again so soon. And until then, continue navigating each day with purpose. Bye, you guys.